guys, this is Matt for Red Wings Rant. So this is fun. I just realized I talked to myself for 10 minutes here about Jeff Blashill, and yeah, let's do it. I didn't hit the right button, so I just talked to myself instead of recording. But big news, everybody! Jeff Blashill has been extended for a period we don't know, and Dan Bylsma is gonna go find something else to do. Ultimately, here with Jeff Blashill, I think what we're dealing with is that the Red Wings are in a spot here where they're really letting you know that patience is going to be key. Because if this was something where the pillars were in place, this team was really ready to move into the playoffs, and maybe even they felt they should have been this past season, which I doubt. Then you'd see a move a little more drastic. But this is ultimately a couple of things combined, I think. I think this is the combination of, again, this team not being ready. What are we doing, and bringing in another coach that is ultimately going to struggle in the win-loss category, and will also have their feet pressed to the burners, not only by the fans but also the pressure on Steve Yzerman. Right now, this keeps all the pressure in one spot, and it keeps it on Jeff Blashill. So when Steve's ready to move on, and he thinks this team has the pillars in place, and they still struggle, that's when Jeff's gone. Now, we don't know the extension length for Jeff Blashill. I'm assuming this is 1 year. I could throw out there, too, if a lot of things happen and change, other coaches become available, maybe it's month to month, maybe it's day to day, and we see a whole nother coach come in place. But for the time being, I think that'll be the biggest question on everybody's mind until we actually do find out. Looks like there's a press conference coming up soon, so maybe we'll get more solid info on that. Another question we want answered: what's going to go on with the assistant coaches? Is Dan Bylsma is said to not be returning. He's going to be looking into different opportunities around the NHL. Look, for me, that was something that you wanted to change, because the guy's in charge of one thing. He's in charge of the power play. And look, I'm going to look at this team. I think we saw strides, improvement from Michael Rasmussen, Zadina. Overall, the team improved win percentage-wise and points percentage-wise. They finished the second half of the season at .500. This is a team overall that improved. They found a strategy. Jeff Blashill implemented a strategy that helped this team improve. And, going back to Steve Yzerman's words of wanting to create a bunch of two-way players, that's what that strategy was doing. So this is not only a working strategy that helped the team improve through the win percentage and the eyeball test, it goes along the lines of what Steve Yzerman preaches himself in his press conferences. He wants these players to learn a two-way system, something that would be more important once they are a playoff team. But at this point, we've heard it from Steve Yzerman himself. The ability to score and pass to Steve is all instinct. Everything else, when it comes to knowing when to put your nose to the grind, work the boards, these are things that Steve finds important. Jeff's able to implement right now and work into the system, so that when this team is needing to, again, nose to the grind, win by the sake of a stingy defense, playing tight, like that, then they'll have that experience to do it. At least that's what I'm taking from those words from Steve Yzerman. So if we're going to sit here and try and piece together why this happened, I think there's an alignment of that idea, and there's an alignment of seeing that implemented and seeing the team improve. When I recorded this a second ago and forgot to hit record, so I was just talking to myself, I made mention of the fact that a lot of people are angry at a lot of different things that Jeff has done. I think the main focus here should be what Steve Yzerman has asked the fans to do is be patient, and the fact that he wants his players to do the types of things that Jeff implemented. And right now you've got a guy in Jeff that looks to be a believer in the Yzer plan, because he does what Steve asks him to do. And again, this is all based off of Yzerman's words and other press conferences. And now we can certainly say that's true, because Jeff's here to stick around. So what I'd ask everyone to do is just to focus on patience. Take this as a note to say we don't have enough of the pillars in place to build what we're hoping is going to be a playoff contender someday, because When those pillars are in place and we still struggle, that's when the huge head coaching moves should happen. Right now, I think a lot of people are focused on how long Jeff's been in the franchise, and you just want to change. But change for change's sake isn't necessarily a great thing. And right now, you've got a couple of guys that have been talking together. They apparently have built a rapport where they have an understanding, and you want to hang on to that right now. All right, everybody. So just remember, we're going to be okay. We're all going to get through this. Just got to be a little bit more patient. Next season's just going to be about see what Moritz Seider looks like. Let's see what Veleno looks like with a full season. That's where we find true happiness as a Red Wings fan in this era. All right, so everybody, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to catch us on every Monday and Thursday for new episodes. We are everywhere you can find podcasts. We are here on YouTube, so please hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more of these superb hot takes. But coming up this Thursday and this upcoming Monday, we're going to go with we got a two-parter. We're going to grade every Red Wings player based on Little Caesars menu items. So go check out, actually we have those episodes available for you to get notifications when they go live on YouTube. But like I said, if you subscribe to the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, those will be going live on Monday and on Thursday and then Monday. So thanks again for tuning in. That's bodpodcast.com, brothersofdiscussion.com/Red Wings Rant. You can find us on Twitter at BOD Hockey and on Instagram, brothers_of_discussion. Right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Remember, take a deep breath. It's just Jeff Blashill and out. All right. Thanks, everybody.